So finally, after about a month of waiting for Red's bioactive enclosure to get settled with the plants and that, I've finally added him to his new enclosure, and I am really happy with how it's turned out. So, in case you don't know, this enclosure is 5 foot long by 2 feet deep and 2 feet tall. So it's a big upgrade for Red, whose old enclosure was about 4 foot long, 1 foot deep and 1 foot tall. So the base dimensions alone are over 2.5 times the size. And not only that, all the branches allow him to climb and stuff, which he has already been doing. So in terms of space, this is a massive upgrade for him. But because of that size, it's also hopefully going to allow me more success with running it as a bioactive enclosure, because the other small enclosure that he had, he did just trash the bioactive aspect, which basically means you've got live insects and plants and stuff, so that the waste that the animal produces is naturally broken down and then taken up into the plant matter. Although plants aren't necessarily needed for a bioactive enclosure, it is something that I would say is just basically essential for it to look right. But regardless, this is a much better setup for Red, and I am really happy with how it's turned out. Despite having so much space to roam around in though, Red being awkward as he is, he has decided that his favourite space to hang out in is the gap between the front runners of the enclosure and the little barrier I made for the substrate. So Red has actually been curled up in here for about 2 days. He's come out to explore a little bit, but I'm sure as he gets settled into this enclosure, he will start using his proper hides. But I just thought I'd show you him down here, because I did think that it was kind of funny that with a 5 by 2 by 2 foot enclosure, he's chosen the most awkward place to sleep in. So I may or may not have also mentioned this already, but this enclosure is lit with a 7% UVB bulb, and actually where Red is right now, he's about as exposed to it as he could be, while still remaining relatively hidden. So it could be that choosing to sleep down here is actually him basking whilst also trying to hide away at the same time, which would make a lot of sense considering how useful UVB really is for reptiles, and that he hasn't had it for a couple of months now because I had to take it out of his old enclosure. But I just thought I'd mention that in case you wanted to hear it. So now that we've basically gone through everything about Red's new enclosure and adding him to it, I do want to talk about the 1000 subscriber competition and Q&A that I started. So a user with the username Lizard won the competition. Now I know that Lizard always watches my videos and always comments, so it's kind of fitting that he won, because, you know, thanks very much for always participating in the comments, because very few people do that, and it is really nice to know that people are coming back to watch my videos. So thanks for that, and you're lucky in that you have won the competition. So his video suggestion was to do a vlog style tour of my local exotic shop. Now, by local, it's actually quite a bit away from me, so I don't go there very often, but I am going to contact them and see if they'll let me film there, and I'll let you know if I get the green light. And even though I might not be filming that video for a while, because I usually wait until I really need something before I go, hopefully I can do that video, and I'll try and get it out as soon as I can. Now I'm also doing a question and answers video to celebrate 1000 subscribers, and I am going to try and film that within the next week, so it'll either be the next video I upload or the one after that. Now if you want to have your question within that video, which does mean you get a free shout out if you're interested, then you can, there is still time to leave a question, so if you just pop it down in the comments, then I will have that question in the next video. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up this video, and I do hope that you did enjoy it. I know that adding Red to this enclosure has been something that I've said I'm going to do for a long time now, and I've finally done it, and I think it looks really good. This is definitely one of my favourite setups that I've done. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, and if you want to see more content like this, then just hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.